Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be doing Sergeant Pepper's versus Butterfly. Uh, track versus track again. To make things more simple, I'm going to combine A Day in the Life and the Reprise together to make them both 12 songs. That's about it. Let's get this started. The title track, Sergeant Pepper's, versus Dear Eloise. And both start off the album really strongly, but this could be a hard one, actually, because both of these albums are really great. But if I could find my marker. I have to give the early lead to the Hollies, Butterfly. Next track on the roster, With the Love for My Friends versus Away, Away, Away. Both amazing tracks. This one, Ringo on lead, and then Graham Nash on lead. If you ask me, I'm have to go with the Love for My Friends. It's a classic for a reason. I love it. Sgt. Pepper's. Tying it up. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds versus Maker. It's funny, one of my favorite songs on Sgt. Pepper's is going against one of my least favorite songs on Butterfly. So that's going to be an easy one for Sgt. Pepper's. Okay. Getting better all the time. Versus Pegasus, the Flying Horse. And I have to go with Butterfly on this one. Getting Better hasn't really aged all that well for me, especially compared to the rest of the songs on Sgt. Pepper's. So I'm going to give it to Butterfly. Pegasus never gets old for me. Getting Better, it's one of those songs that probably would have been good on one of their early albums, but doesn't belong anywhere near on Sgt. Pepper's. Okay. Fixing a Hole versus Would You Believe? And again, another easy one. Would You Believe? I love Fixing a Hole. I don't dislike it at all. It's actually a strong track on Sgt. Pepper's, but I think Would You Believe is stronger. Okay. She's Leaving Home versus Wish You a Wish. I mean, Wish You a Wish is a nice little song after Would You Believe, but if you're telling me to like verse this versus make this compete against She's Leaving Home, one of the best songs on Sgt. Pepper's, the one that made Brian Wilson cry. It's easy. Sgt. Pepper's wins this one. Ties it again. Seventh track on Butterfly. Well, I'm going to go with Sgt. Pepper's. Seventh track on Sgt. Pepper's, Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite versus Postcard. I mean, I like Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite, but I just much prefer Postcard. So I'm going to give it to Butterfly. Next track. Within You Without You versus Charlie and Fred. This is, for me, some people don't really like Within You Without You, but for me it's an easy choice. Within You Without You takes it easily. It's much better than Charlie and Fred. It's just much better. Uh, Ninth track, 1M64 versus Try It. Which, easy one for me again. Try It. It's just, I'd rather take a nice, a cool, trippy, psychedelic song. Try It over, as John Lennon would say, granny music. 1M64 is another track that I liked a lot, but just kind of like, I don't know, just kind of fizzled away. Lovely Rita versus Elevated Observations. I'm going to give it to Elevated Observations. Another song I just much prefer over Lovely Rita. It's about a Mita maid. Like, come on. These lyrics are getting ridiculous. But, Good Morning versus Step Inside. I would say it's hard. Like, if it's any, like, Good Morning, it's just a horrible song. I don't like it at all. If it was any other track on Sgt. Pepper, it would win, but even 1M64 and Lovely Rita, but I'm going to give it to Butterfly again. Points are 7-4 right now, so yeah. The last track on the Sgt. Pepper's, the reprise / Day in the Life, I'm just going to say Day in the Life, versus Butterfly, the title track. I love the title track a lot, but come on, Day in the Life. I think it's like, compared to the rest of the Beatles songs, it's overrated, but compared to Butterfly, just much better. So my point system, Butterfly wins. Overall, I much prefer Butterfly over Sgt. Pepper's. In my opinion, I just think it's a better album, but it's just my opinion. Put down in the comments what you think, what your rating would be, and see you next time.